and welcome back to Anti-Depressing. This is a show where we talk about everything from liturgy
to Lexapro. Woo! We're so excited, of course, because we're here. We love you guys. Last week, I literally forgot that I was supposed to be visiting my sister. So I was in another state. I met my sister's
we
boyfriend.
were down for 2 weeks, you guys.
I know.
Wait,
I met my sister's
stop
boyfriend. It
everything.
was so
What?
exciting. I won't disclose his name for privacy reasons because my sister would kill me. But
I didn't even know
dating.
she had a boyfriend.
Yeah, I gotta show you pics after the call. But they've been dating for a year. And he's so nice.
Romance.
Yeah, he's so nice.
Love.
And like, yeah, and then I totally forgot that I was like supposed to go on that trip. So I'm happy to be here, happy to be back. Yeah. How the heck are you? What's life
We're
like?
back,
Are you awake? Are you okay? How's life?
No, I'm not awake, but I am happy to be here.
And
no. No's across the board. Okay, 2 weeks ago, why we didn't have an episode. This is like confession time for everybody.
Yeah, here we go. Let's do
Chenele
it.
was gone last week visiting her sister. LOL. Texted her and was like, "Hey, can we record tomorrow?" And she was like, "I'm actually in New York." And I was like,
I forgot.
And the week before, we didn't record because my whole family got a stomach virus in October, which feels like it should be illegal. Like that's winter behavior. I don't understand why this happened. It was a real letdown situation, but I'm praying that we got it and then we just won't have it for, ever. And that's been the last 2 weeks of our lives, you guys. So
it's overall just been kind of a lot.
We have rallied and we're ready to be here. Ready to be
with y'all. It's been a lot, but we're ready to be here and we're ready to just celebrate what is anti-depressing. Did I forget because I don't care? No, but
we're out of the rhythm. Like you missed 1 week and you're out of the routine.
Yeah, I was out of the rhythm, but now we're back and there's no excuse. So Jasmyn, how the heck are you? What's happening?
We're bouncing back. I'm doing good. I have successfully made 3 loaves of sourdough, which I feel like is important to circle back to. It's been a week since we talked about how I got starter.
Wow.
And I'm really loving it. I'm loving it.
I love it.
Daughter, my eldest, spends a lot of time talking about what we could make with the sourdough discard. In non-shocking news, she's really fixated on this. She's very into this journey, very eldest daughter vibe. She's really into like just owning this.
Sure.
Which has been very good. And we've been doing good. Life has been moving. It was one of those moments. I know a couple weeks ago we talked about how I just wasn't feeling like decorating for fall. Like I was in a non-decorating mood. We decorated for fall, much to my dismay. I was not excited at first, but then overjoyed, thrilled, and right away was like, I can't wait to put up the Christmas stuff. I was like, why are we even, I can't wait. And on that note, like I'm drinking a cranberry fizz poppy because why not? Right in the middle of like all of us throwing up with the stomach virus, Stephen was like, hey, this Christmas record was on sale at Target, so I bought it. And he just put it on. He was like, I just feel like that's kind of what we need right now. And it's got like the classics. It's like a song from Frank Sinatra, a song of Ella Fitzgerald, a song of like, it's all the goods. Like it's the greatest hits Christmas album. And it is what I needed in that moment. So bless up some Christmas spirit for that. Now we're back. We're back into our fall. We're listening to the fall jazz. We're getting ready to go trick-or-treating. We're mentally preparing for Thanksgiving. We've listened to the Thanksgiving Day song by Ben Rector. We're living in that. One, there's like 4 Thanksgiving songs now, though. I won't shade. People are trying. And so, just trying to live in the moment of these seasons right now. And trying to enjoy it, though it is chaotic.
Bless your husband, because he came home and he said, we needed not to consult on this. I bought it. I bought the
Yeah.
album because I knew,
He's
I
like,
know
"You
what
needed it."
our house feels like right now in this moment. And I know that we just need to listen to
We need some Christmas cheer.
non-seasonally appropriate music. We just kind of need to lean into it. And honestly, I love that. And
Sometimes you need that.
yeah, and 'tis the season for just like kind of leaning into things that make you happy. And things that make you happy are just
Mhm.
anything that is like joy to the world. I just am really that
It's so
kind of
true.
that celebration just really makes me not worry about anything at all. As soon as I put on my
It's
Christmas
true.
playlist, I'm like, everything's actually fine.
It's so true,
Everything's
and
actually
I've
fine.
rolled in your car in July listening to Christmas music, and that's something I love about you. You're like, Christmas is it's a state of mind for you. Like,
And
it's
I
and
told
I
your
respect
husband,
that.
and because your husband tries to keep me grounded, right? And he's like, Chanel, but be for real. And I say, Steven, I promise though, I won't listen to
Mhm.
anything that has anything to do with the Lord.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, yeah.
I'm no Oh Come Emmanuel. I'll save that.
Save it for
But
Advent.
I'll be rocking around the Christmas tree.
Yeah, I could rock around a Christmas tree anytime because, like, what is an evergreen but a Christmas tree? And, like, they're green all the time, so why can't you rock around it all the time? You
So
know?
I'm like, I can rock around a Christmas tree. I can be Santa's baby, but I
That
won't
is
listen
so
to
true.
anything about Jesus coming until Advent.
Until
And then
he's
I
almost
won't,
coming.
yeah, so that I won't listen to Joy to the World
I think
until
that's
the
fair.
time. So that's my compromise. But I am glad that your family could enjoy that and that you finally
Thank
leaned
you.
into decorating because the pics that you send, you just have such a mwah for
Oh,
tasteful
thank you.
decor that doesn't look corny when it's seasonal. So good job.
Thank you. You need a good moment to really, like,
Yeah.
light a fall candle, put up some
Mhm.
cute decor, smell a pumpkin, really lean
Yeah.
in.
Yeah.
So that's really the beginning and the end of how I am and who I am.
I
How are
love it.
you?
I am that. I am who is fall. I
I
am
am what
she.
I am.
I am
I'm
who
not what
is
I'm
fall.
not. Is that how the song goes? And
I
if you
think so.
don't like it, get somebody else. 'Cause I don't change my ways. It's not a phase. This is who I am, and this is how I'm gonna stay. Because you remember that old Jonas Brothers song?
Yeah, I do. And I'm like, and I
I
honestly
am
was
what I
just I was so
am.
impressed by you just singing that without like moving your facial expression at all. It was just like the same and you were just singing the entire thing. Is this a Jonas Brothers podcast? The world has yet to know. We have mentioned Jonas Brothers 7 minutes in. How many times will we mention them more?
I
Probably
don't know
a
because
lot.
their guests the past couple nights have been crazy.
So honest to God, we will probably mention them again.
Yeah, probably.
Um, but how am I? I'm doing well. I did mention on the last episode that I did get my first chemical peel. Now, here's something about chemical peels that they do not tell you. You will look worse before you look better. Um,
Oh, okay.
my I look like a hormonal teenager with the
Oh,
breakouts and the
tough.
dark marks, and you will just look bad. So I've been slowly dealing with reinvigorating my self esteem because every time I look in the
Okay.
mirror, I just want to pass. And the
Mm,
thing is that with chemical peels, your skin is like stupid sensitive. So if you like touch or pick or do anything, it's like how your
yay.
skin would regularly kind of make like a scar, like a thing, but it's like
Mhm.
times 300. So you
No.
can't touch your face at all. So you just kind of walk around with zits on your face and dark marks, and you just have to let them like naturally do their thing. So
Yeah.
it's pretty tragic, but I'm here for 5 months from now when I'm like, look at this face. Because it's gonna be clear.
You're in
So
it for the
that's
long
pretty
haul.
much, yeah, I really in it. I got my third peel last
Okay.
week, and then I went to New York, and my face looked crazy the entire couple days I was there.
I'm
And my
sorry.
sister was like, "What are you doing?" So I had to carry around like Aquifer with me, and my face looked
No.
shiny and crazy the whole time. But hopefully, it is working, and we'll see.
Okay.
Other
How
than
long is
that,
this journey, do they say?
So every time you get a peel, it actively does its thing for like 2 weeks, maybe 3 weeks.
Okay.
So then I got my last one a week ago. So next week I'll get my next one. So you have to like give yourself 2 to 3 weeks between each
Okay.
one to let your skin kind of recover. So then my next one's next week, and then it'll be like 3 weeks later. And then you just kind of got to like keep up on your like vitamin C, your exfoliation,
Okay.
and then that picks up where the chemical peel left off. Like what doesn't go away, it like helps. So yeah, so we'll see, you guys. I just
Wow. She's deep
that
in the
has
journey.
been that's been a huge part of my life as recent. And then my mom did make a pound cake the other day, so I have been eating a slice after work every single day.
I
um
love that.
yes, I also did rediscover nerd gummy clusters. That is
Oh
probably
my
the
gosh, they're
most
so good.
that's probably the most important update, is that I did buy a bag of nerd gummy clusters, and I did not eat lunch yesterday, but I ate a bag of nerd gummy clusters.
So you're killing
Um
it. Were they like
yeah.
the Halloween colored ones?
Yes, and I
Yeah.
absolutely ate the entire shareable bag. And
Oh,
then
sure.
I got home and my stomach is torn up. But you know what?
Yeah, that'll wreck ya.
You love and you lose, right?
You
So
love and you lose, you live and you learn, you're
so
loving it.
yeah, so that was a lesson. Do I still
Mhm,
have the
mhm.
like four of them in my desk at work? Yeah, and I'm gonna eat them tomorrow morning for breakfast probably. So yeah,
It's
so
like a good idea.
so overall, like life is going pretty well. I'm loving
I
and I'm
love that.
learning. I
I
would
like that
love
for you.
to share more than anything though with you. I would love to share some Catholic news.
I know it's kind of huge news for the whole entire church, the
It
whole
is.
universal church, I would say.
It's huge.
Some news from our guy, our main guy.
Huge, huge with a capital H. Are we going to talk about Pope Leo again? Heck yeah. So Pope Leo
Pretty much
did his
forever.
pretty much for I mean, he's like from America, so we're gonna be freaking annoying about it.
Yeah,
Pope
as we
Leo
should.
wrote his first encyclical, and I excuse me if I say it incorrectly, friends. It's Delexite. I have loved you, and it was promulgated, meaning like it was announced on October 9th, the feast of St. John Henry Newman. Um, it is a document all about the love and care for the poor, which we love to see it. And super meaningful. Pope Francis, may he rest in peace, his last encyclical was called Delexit Nos, which is He Loved Us. And it was all about the human and divine love of the Sacred Heart of Jesus. And so then Pope Leo was picking up from where Pope Francis ended, which is very beautiful. And
Mhm.
so, so it was a huge, huge deal. Essentially, it's all about the poor and us being more generous. Um, let's see, what's a few things? He mentioned some really cool saints in it: St. Francis of Assisi, the early fathers of the church. He talks about the works of mercy. If you're listening to this and you're like, what the heck are you saying? That's totally cool. So essentially, in brief, an encyclical is like a really dope document that the Pope puts out. And he could put out multiple. And it essentially is just kind of on a topic that he finds is relevant to the life of the church and the people who inhabit it. And it's like an exhortation, like this is a really important thing that I want everyone in the church to know and pay attention to. So in this moment, he's like, I want everyone to know and pay attention to the works of mercy and the poor, which makes a lot of sense because a lot of people are struggling. And specifically, he talked about how God has a preferential option for the poor, which is really important. A preferential option for the poor is a Catholic social teaching where it just talks about how the poor should kind of be elevated in first preference in our minds and in our hearts. So let that motivate everyone listening. If you're driving, obviously do something, be safe about it. But if you're
Mhm.
driving and you got like an extra untouched, Chick-fil-A fries, maybe give it to the person that's asking for food. Maybe if you're driving around into a McDonald's and you see someone standing on the corner, maybe pick up an extra cheeseburger. Maybe
Mhm.
donate to your local food kitchen. Maybe go to your local soup kitchen on a Saturday. So there's a lot of things that we can do, and do whatever's reasonable for you. But this is just a nod as you're driving in your car thinking about, how can I be generous? Maybe this is a good place to start. So that's
Maybe
our
this is a good
Catholic
spot.
news of
That's our
the
Catholic
day.
news, and I'm loving it. I'm loving the tone that Pope Leo set right out the gate. I love the continuation. Like, he said in here that actually Pope Francis he was planning to write a follow-up to his final encyclical, and it was like he named it and began it, and then Pope Leo just finished it and like put his own stuff into it, which is really sweet. Like,
Very sweet.
nod and honor, because he could have just scrapped it and started with his own thing, but he like followed up and like got to complete it, which I think is just a really beautiful like handing off from one pope to another.
Mm-hmm.
And I really love that and love what he's saying. And I just feel like, man, you guys, more than ever, we like have to be serving one another. Like, we
We got
truly
to.
need to be serving one another. Like, if you work for the church and you work with teenagers, like, you need to be teaching them how to serve and how to do service work, and you like need to be exposing them to that. If you have kids, like, you need to be showing them how to serve others and how to like give, and what that looks like, and modeling that, because it's essential, man, to raise
It's
people that like
essential.
notice, and want to care and want to give the literal preferential option for the poor, and like to look at what that looks like in the nitty gritty. And I loved your examples because they're practical. Because like, we're not gonna solve world
Yeah,
hunger,
we can't.
and
We
like
can't.
world peace. Like, we're not gonna do it, but like, we can feed a hungry person. Like, we can do
We
that,
can.
and like
You
we
can
can
feed
help
someone that's
someone who's
hungry.
poor. Yeah,
Yeah,
you can do very practical things. And
you
so,
can. And what's
it's a
reasonable
good
for
challenge.
you? What's
Hmm.
reasonable for you and your fam? You a single baddie? You can do things. You got
You can do
kids. You
things.
can make some blessing bags with them. You can
Yep.
just create those with your kids and then be like, great. Maybe my kids
Hmm.
won't pass them out because they're kids. Maybe I'll do it. But
Yep. But they can
there's things
help.
that we can do. They
They
can
can
help.
see the
They
bigger
can see the
picture.
vision. Yeah. So
Yes.
at the end of the day, thank you, Pope Leo. We love you. We'll
Thank you for
probably
the
talk about you
reminder. We
again
all need
soon.
it.
Thanks for the
Probably.
reminder. Amen. So I want to do
Amen.
a jig before
You
we
want a
move
jag?
on. Yeah, I want a
Also,
jig.
some eagle-eyed
Oh,
viewers, listeners.
yes. Yes, yes, yes.
What would
Important.
you
Yeah.
say? It's like eagle-eyed viewers. What would be the equivalent for ears? Who has good ears? What kind of animal? I need my kids. I need my kids to like watch
I know. You know
Wildcats.
what? Your oldest probably knows. Your
No,
oldest
you're
probably
right.
knows.
I'm gonna ask
Yeah.
her. What
Yeah.
would you say? Who has good
I,
hearing?
I
I
don't
don't
know.
know. A
Immediately I
lion?
thought
A cheetah?
immediately I thought anteater. That's wrong though. That's wrong.
For those anti-eater listeners out there, um, you will notice that our dance music has been kind of like cutting in and out.
Mm.
That is a user error on our thing. We can push list like play the dance music, but it previews and only plays for us. So we're
Mm.
dancing on here like idiots, thinking you are hearing what we're hearing. But we, and by we, I mean I, because I'm the one who put the button, didn't hit the live button. So I have toggled it over. I have touched live. So if it doesn't work this time, then it actually does not work. But if it does work, then all those other times are through my fault, through my most grievous fault, because I pushed the wrong button. Okay, are you ready?
I
Let's
am
see.
ready. I'm ready to see if it works. So, for our first story, speaking of jigs and dancing, we're talking about the Super Bowl and the Taylor Swift. A
Talking about
lot has been
everything.
happening. Yeah, a lot has been happening in these past couple weeks. Taylor Swift came out with her new album, Life of Showgirl. I got to
Mhm,
be real, I
mhm.
have not listened to it. I have not listened to it, but I have heard, I have
You're
asked
out of the
from
loop.
yeah, I've asked from people what their thoughts are. I've heard different perspectives. I have seen all the merch. It's very pretty glitter. Love it.
Yeah,
And I've
giving very
heard,
showgirl.
Yeah, and I've heard that people like it. So, but rather than hearing from people that exist outside of this show, firstly, I just want to
Hear it
ask
from
you,
me.
what did you think about Life of a Showgirl?
Okay, so I've obviously listened to it
Yeah.
100 times,
Yeah.
as one does. I actually love it,
Okay.
and it has received mixed reviews, I would say, from,
Okay.
like, one, newer Swifties, like, what people call, like, Eras Tour Swifties, I guess, um, people who, like, didn't listen to, like, her old music really,
Mm,
um, and then I think some people are just people, like, love to be bitter, I would say, and Taylor's,
mm.
like, really happy, and she's writing about, like, being in love and being happy, and, like, there's lines in there that you can tell are, like, she's marrying, like, a big football player, she's not marrying a poet, okay? So, like, there's some there's some lines where she's like, "Keep it 100," and, like, she like, you can tell she's saying things that he probably says
She's leaning into
because
his language.
yeah,
Yeah,
because she wrote songs for him.
I
She's
see.
not gonna, like, be writing, like, Joe Alwyn, Maddie Healy, Joe Jonas type music. Like, she's not writing moody musician music. She's writing music for her fiance who's a football player that gets hit in the head like 100 times a day. Like,
Yeah.
that's who this music is for. And I adore it. I think it's cute. So many of the songs are cute and fun. And it's just like dancing with your girls fun music in my
Yeah.
mind. Like, I could picture like me, you, and Juliana on a drive to Orlando, like windows down, just like singing the songs. Like, it's
Yeah.
cutesy. It's like we're going to the beach. It's fun. I have played the whole album for Steven, and he was
Yeah.
like, "This is my favorite Taylor Swift album." And he, like,
Whoa.
loves it. Yeah, isn't that wild? He
Whoa.
he really likes it. He was like, "This song is, like, fun and groovy and, like, catchy and, like, stuck in my
Yeah.
head." He's like, "It's good." Now,
It's
granted,
good.
he has
It's
not
good.
listened to every Taylor Swift album from beginning to
Yeah.
end,
Yeah.
but he does really like it. He was like, "This is actually good," because he was like, "I heard the
Okay.
album's really bad." And I was like, "What?" I was like, "Sit down." And I made him listen to the songs. He's like, "Wait, I actually really like this." And I was like, "Stop reading the internet, okay?
Stop reading the
They don't
internet.
know what
Listen
they're
for
saying."
yourself.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's like, "Why are all these people so bitter?" And I was like,
I don't know.
um, but I do think it's very fun. It's very much like following the arc. Like, if you're now in your 30s and maybe you found someone, or you like know you want to find someone, it's very like girl falling in love or
Ah.
girl fell in love music. Like, there's a line, she has a song Wish List, and
Mhm.
it's talking about how people like, want all these extravagant things and whatever. And she's like, and that's great. Like, they should have what they want. They should get what they want. They deserve what they want. But I just want you. I want to have a couple kids and have the whole block looking like you. Like, she just wants to like have a bunch of babies and like raise
That's sweet.
kids with the person she loves. And it's really cute. And I've seen like this trend on Instagram where people will like, have videos of like their kids running around the street with like their husband. It's like, it's kind of crazy that like I have what's on the bucket list of like the world's most rich woman. It's like kind of crazy. And it's
Oh.
like makes you feel really good. It's like, oh wow,
Yeah.
I have
I have
that.
that.
Okay. I don't have a private
That.
jet, but I do like I have this thing that I actually
Yeah.
it's like a good reminder that like, oh, this is something that like we all really wanted. And like some
Yeah.
days you're just like not as grateful for what you
Yeah.
have. And so it's all very cute. I love it.
I love
Into
it.
it, dancing it, bopping it. It's hit like literally broken every record in music history, which
I
is
heard.
really actually insane. I think there's like 4 million copies sold or something. It's all crazy. It's
Yeah.
a lot, like most streams. I think the 12 songs are like the top 12 most streamed songs for the week. It's all kind of bananas. Which is great, which just goes to show it's a bop.
Which just goes to show
It's a bop.
that if you haven't listened to Life of Showgirl, and I'm looking at you, Chenele.
I am looking at you. I'm actually shocked. There's some of the songs you would really like.
Yeah, I maybe I'll listen to it on my way to work.
Okay.
I've been trying to listen to straight albums on my way to work lately. I've just
Mhm,
been
mhm.
playing albums the whole way through and not skipping anything. So
Oh, to
maybe
get the
I'll
full
just
experience?
yeah, maybe I'll just do that in the way that the artist desires for it to be listened to. So
Yes.
I might do that. Previously, I have been listening a lot to well, I think I'm on track 8 of Sabrina Carpenter's new album. I've been trying to listen to it the whole way through. It is giving very Sabrina Carpenter the exact same way she
It's
always
so
is.
intense. It's
Uh,
exactly what
she,
you think.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
exactly what she always is. And which like, hey, like, whatever. She leans into her kind of like, hey, yeah, I was just wondering what you were yeah, it's like whatever. Like she does her
No,
same,
it's so
she does
true.
her same thing all the time and it plays on the radio and I'm like or I listen to it and I'm like, I don't like this. And then I hear it on the radio and I'm like, this is catchy. So
And then you're like,
here we are. Yeah, here we are.
but a
Yeah, I'm like,
little, you can't
here
help
we
but
are.
sway a little. Yeah.
Exactly. And speaking of swaying, I know I will be swaying during the Super Bowl, which I am normally there for the snacks and I am learning more about football, so I am there for the game, a twinge. But I will absolutely be swaying because Bad Bunny is headlining the Super Bowl. For those that are like, okay, I don't listen to Bad Bunny, don't know what he sings. That's totally fair.
Mhm.
He's kind of popping off on all charts right now. I think
Yep.
Latin pop is having their moment. His
Yes.
latest album is kind of like a big dedication to Puerto Rico, where he's from. And he had a huge concert tour in Puerto Rico where only Puerto Rican residents could buy tickets because Puerto Rico has like
Mhm.
kind of been rife with a lot of like horrible government and just like a lot of disrespect to those people. So it's been really cool. Lately, he's been, just very heavy on the Puerto Rican pride,
Mhm.
and
Mhm.
his music's really resonated with a lot of people. And it's also just super fun dance music. So,
Mhm.
I am excited for super fun dance music. I'm excited for it. It makes me think on a lesser level, but I think it's going to be better. Dare I say? But it makes me think of like when Jennifer Lopez and Shakira did the halftime
Yes.
show
Yep.
and it was really like, yeah, like do do da 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 da, like
Yeah,
whoa,
just
yeah,
like
like
pump
it's
up. Yep.
yeah, like pump up. Like I feel like last year's, Kendrick obviously killed it, but it was very more like thought provocative, and I think
Yes.
Bad Bunny's will be as well, because he is kind of like heavy on the social commentary. But I think it'll also be a lot more like band noise, like stuff, which I'm like
I
excited for
agree.
that. Yeah, because Kendrick's like wasn't that. So I'm excited. It's going to be great. A lot of music news that has been happening. And the last of the music news, which I did not put on here, which is probably the most exciting, is that Hilary Duff posted on her Instagram that she is back in the studio. She is making music again, and the world can rest. We can rest
I
because
know.
she's making music again.
She's really kind of popping off right now because she did that, said she was back in the studio. Then she like posted an Instagram story, I think, where she was like pumping gas and wearing her Life of a Showgirl sweatshirt and was like, not me pumping gas in my showgirl sweatshirt. And I was like, this is like what is happening right now?
What is the crossover? What
like,
is the crossover?
like
Honest
this
to
is
God.
everything I needed. Like
Honest
Hilary
to God.
Duff. I I love it. I want her to come back. I'm gonna say something so crazy.
Okay.
I don't care if the music's bad. I will listen
You
to
know what?
anything she does.
I don't care if the music's bad either because I also thought if she's coming back, I wonder if Lindsay Lohan is cooking up some sort of concoction.
Like, let's just all come back.
I got to be honest, I don't care if her music's bad.
I
I
don't
don't
care.
care. I'm
I don't
tired of
care.
rumors starting. I'm sick of being followed. I listened to the out of that song. I
Mhm,
listened to that
mhm.
record so much and
I
it was
know.
not that good, but was it a pop culture moment? Yes.
Yeah,
Now
was it everything to me?
Hilary Duff, though, did she move the needle on pop music? Oh, absolutely. Like she moved the
Coming
needle.
clean?
She moved
Tell
the
me
needle.
yeah.
Like I think of coming clean. I think of both experiencing puberty and watching Laguna Beach. She was
No, it's
able to
so
have music
true.
that like led people through experiences. And
I
so
know.
I don't care if her next album is good or bad. I
I don't
don't
care.
care about what the words say. I don't care. I just want her to make things for us again. I want
I
to
just want her to
consume.
create. I want it for her. Like, I want her to be able to creatively explore. And I also wouldn't care if she just kind of pulled a Taylor and just, like, re-released her old stuff. Like, I wouldn't
Also
care.
wouldn't care about that. I would
I
not
would actually
care.
like it. I would
I would
actually
actually
love
like
it
it.
in her
Yeah.
mature voice.
Mhm.
Honestly, refilm the Come and Clean music video. Like, I don't care. I will watch it. I'll watch it. I'll love it.
Honestly,
Anything she
refilm
does, I'll
that.
love.
Refilm Fly. Fly was my jam when I was
So
feeling
true.
depressed when I was a teen. You know,
So
refilm
true.
Fly, refilm Coming Clean,
Also, why hasn't
refilm.
she come out on the Jonas Brothers tour? Sorry, I
They can't
totally
afford her.
interrupted you with that.
They can't afford her. They can't afford her.
I feel
I
like
love the Jonas
she would.
Brothers, but there's no way they can afford her.
No, but I
Mm-mm.
feel like she would just go. The way she's been so like casual and fun,
But
I
wait
feel
a
like
minute.
she'd go for low. I'd
But
feel
wait
like
a
she'd go
minute.
for whatever.
They have also they I actually take it back because they've had Demi who is in her bag, and they've
Yeah.
also had they've had Switchfoot who literally
No, they
I feel
just had Yellow Card, and then
yeah.
whoever, whatever the girl that sings the middle. Did you see they just had her like
Yeah.
last night?
Yeah. So
What the?
actually wait, they can afford Liz McGuire. They should
They can
bring
afford her, and they should.
but honestly, if Hilary Duff came out and sang some of her deep tracks, there would be no other concert that I would be satisfied with whoever came out.
No,
Because
it's so true. I do feel like maybe finale, they're gonna bring out like Hilary Duff, the full Cheetah Girls lineup. Like they're gonna just pop off on the finale. The
the
entire
full
cast of Camp Rock 1, 2, and now 3.
they just bring out Miley.
Honestly, honestly, Zac Efron is coming out. Like they're bringing out the cast of High School Musical. Like they have so many untapped casts. I feel like it's gonna be just like high school. It's gonna be the Disney Channel games. They're gonna play the Disney Channel games at their final show.
How about this? How about they don't sing at all? They just play
That's
the
actually
Disney
so
Channel
true.
games on a screen, no music. Because Zac Efron actually has not said anything about High School Musical in years. He
I
has
know.
not even said anything. I think that guy just kind of wants us to forget. And every
We'll
year
never forget where he
And
came
every
from.
year, like at the beginning of summer, I watch High School Musical and I remember that he's in it, and he'll never let us forget. He'll never have us
We'll never
forget because
forget. No,
because
yeah,
we won't.
yeah. He
So
can't.
so Hillary, I don't know. I don't care what your music sounds like.
Anything you do, we're there. We've bought the album. Like we're ready.
I've kind of already leaned into it.
Yeah,
So we're
same.
excited about it. We have some random news about Bachelor Nation. The Bachelor is coming out with a renovation show that's coming to HGTV.
They are
So
so thirsty. This is amazing though.
they are. So they don't this doesn't make any sense, okay?
No, I love it.
So HGTV is tapping 12 Bachelor alumni. This is according to
This is
hgtv.com. So
so
it's
crazy.
legit. HGTV is tapping 12 Bachelor alumni to overhaul the iconic Bachelor Mansion. It's going to be a show that's going to premiere next year. It's called Bachelor Mansion Takeover. Now, you may have noticed the previous or the current Bachelor iterations has not occurred at the Bachelor Mansion because they've been trying to like redo and stylize the show. So apparently they're going to come and they're going to choose different rooms that have never before been seen, and then they're going to redo them and then win $100,000 in cash. So
The Bachelor
am I
makes up
going
such crazy
to
stuff.
am I
But
going to
like
watch it?
who's
Yeah.
gonna how do you win the money? I'm gonna watch it. But like are they also gonna is the goal for them to fall in love too? Or
No, I don't think so because a lot of them are
okay.
married. A lot of
Okay.
them are married to other bachelor people. So I'm just
Did
confused
they
about
announce who the 12 people are or no?
yeah, they did. So I'm going to say some of these names, and some of them you
Okay,
guys
okay.
might remember, some you will definitely not. So we have Jill. That's okay. Sam, he was on a season, he was like a mean guy. I can't remember what season he was on.
Ew, Sam, I know who you're talking about, the
He was
construction
like,
guy
yeah, he
from
was like not that nice. I can't
the
remember
guy
what
who
season he was
is
on.
like, "We just gotta keep the main
Oh,
thing."
yes, yes, yes. Then we have
Yeah.
Joan from the Golden Bachelor.
Okay.
Um, and she is still with her dude. And then Dean, who married another lady from The Bachelor. So there he's like fully with somebody. Courtney, who was on The Bachelor years ago and was like the villain.
Wow, they're really, like,
Sandra,
what an
yeah,
eclectic
Sandra we
crew.
have from The Golden Bachelor. Honestly, what this is, and then we have Noah from a long time seasons ago. And he actually does home renovation stuff with his wife, who is also from The Bachelor.
Okay.
And they are the most kind of like, okay, that makes sense to me. I don't understand the other people. I don't really get why they're doing home renovation stuff. I don't know if that's something they're invested in or if they were just personalities that might be
Interesting.
good at home renovation. So, honest to God, like we'll see. I don't know. I don't know. And then
We
each
will
room is
see.
if it's a whole mansion, like is each room supposed to kind of be cohesive? I really don't know. It's weekly elimination challenges. How is this show going to work? It's piqued my curiosity. So, so we'll see you guys in
Yeah, I do think
2026.
this
We'll
is
talk
gonna
about
be
it.
interesting. I think The Bachelor is really they're trying everything. They're like, "Okay, we'll try the, like, Bachelor in Paradise, but it's actually Love Is Island style, there's money on the line. Now maybe we'll try HGTV." Like, it's giving grasping, but I am gonna watch it. I am excited. I also feel like they just needed renovations on the on
That's
the
what I think
mansion,
so too.
and they were like,
Yeah.
"What if we made some money off of it? Because we have to get this remodeled, and, like, we could get it paid for, and we could do it as a tax write-off, and we could" like, there's a lot coming into play here if they do it on the show. So it is a pretty smart way
Mm,
in 2025, times are tough,
mm.
and the Bachelor franchise is apparently pinching their pennies, and they're being smart. They're like, if we're going to renovate, we're making a show out of it. You won't catch us not filming this because we will make back the money we spent on this reno. So
And
respect,
honestly, yeah. And they'll
That's
segue
I'm
it into
happy.
the new season of The Bachelor. They'll be like, look,
They
these are
will.
rooms from the Bachelor home makeover. So in 2026, you guys, I'm going to watch it. I'm going to watch
I'm
it.
gonna watch it. I'll be there. You'll
So,
be there.
so
We'll
I'll
all
be
be
there
there.
for
Be
that.
honest with yourselves.
You know what else I'll be watching? I'll be watching the Golden Bachelor continuously because I have been watching it every week and we are going to give a mini recap at the end of this episode, so don't worry.
Yeah.
But between that, just for nourishment of my mind and nostalgia, I will also be watching the new Reading Rainbow that is coming
Oh,
back after 20 years. Um, it's I just like can't believe it. I used to mess with Reading Rainbow. It was so fun.
same.
And such like a beautiful show just about books and reading and like going to the library and I just loved it. And it is going to be hosted by Michael Threets who crazy enough, I used to watch him on TikTok. He would talk all about reading and he's a librarian and he would
Hmm,
encourage people to like read and talk about different books that were out. And now he's like the host of Reading Rainbow, which is so crazy.
life, man.
Yeah. And so, yeah, so it started just a week ago. And you can find it on readingrainbow.com. You can watch the episodes. And also on Kidzuko, which is a YouTube channel, I guess, owned by Sony, who owns
Mm,
Reading Rainbow.
nice. Okay.
But yeah, dude, you guys, Reading Rainbow's back. If you want to feel a touch of nostalgia, let's try to support it. Let's support something that's just like good and wholesome and cute because
Yeah,
it's nice to just have something that's cute. Speaking of cute,
I
for
love
our
it.
last story, let's recap what we've been seeing on The Golden Bachelor.
Okay.
Jasmine, I I feel that I am right in my initial prediction that Peg, who is the bomb diffuser, is going to take it all home. I do feel like she is going to win it all.
Mhm.
They're giving connected, she's giving super fun. He, in the previous episode, he was like, she's so fun and so adventurous. And I really love how adventurous she is, and I friggin' knew it. So
I
that's my
know.
initial thought. How have you
I
been
mean, when
feeling
I
about this?
tell you we know him better than he knows himself, it's actually crazy. Um, our initial just looking at their pictures is so insanely accurate. It's painful. Rest in peace to my Lafayette, Louisiana girl who went home
Rest in
week
peace.
one. But I
Yeah.
mean, babe, the hat, it was too much. The
Mm,
hats, it was too much.
it was too
Um,
much.
Also your girl, I forgot her name, but the sweet one, that was
Oh,
like
yeah. I
older,
was really
so
hoping for
cute.
her.
She made
Yeah.
it past week 1 though, which I was very proud of.
Mhm.
But that, the young girl that I was like, he's gonna like her and it's not gonna be the vibe, but that's the kind of
Yeah.
girl he's gonna be into. She's still there, starting to
Mhm.
cause all the drama as we thought.
Mhm.
And
Mhm.
Peg really is killing it. And to
Peg
that, I
is
am
killing it.
so happy. There are so many wonderful women on this, except for the one lady that I said he was going to like, who now is starting to cause all the problems. To
Yeah.
her, in the last episode, when she said, like, well, the Bachelor or the Bachelor franchise would be silly to not like give us a show after this. Like, we're gonna have housewife status. Baby girl, I currently don't know your name. You do not like saying we're gonna have housewife status was so crazy. She's obviously there for the clout. I Something that has really just been hitting me in the face this season, and maybe you'll agree, is
Mhm.
I whoever the casting directors are for the Bachelor franchise need a pay cut or something. They need a punishment. They need a punishment because how every season are we saying is some participant going to the Bachelor or Bachelorette and saying, there's some people who aren't here for the right reason, but not saying the people. Say the names because
It's
these people
honestly
are like 80 years old. They don't have time for this.
It's nauseating because when
It's
I think her
exhausting.
name was like Nicole, and y'all don't
Her name
don't
is
don't
Nicole.
don't tweet us for being incorrect, because I think her name is Nicole, and honestly I'm
I think so
exhausted.
too.
I'm exhausted by the
I'm exhausted
somebody's not here for the right reasons arc. Like,
because,
just set us free from it. I know that it's the arc that never stops giving, and that's why we
but
keep
like,
doing it
we
every
don't
single.
care anymore.
We don't
And like,
care.
it just comes back to casting, like, dock their pay. If someone ends up being there for the wrong reasons, you didn't do your job. You're telling me hundreds of people apply to this and you can't find the 20 that are there for love? That
And
is
honestly,
so crazy.
the producers are probably like twiddling their fingers together, so happy that we're talking about this,
Yes.
because that's the
No, they are.
entire
They
plan.
love it.
That's the entire plan,
You're
is to
right.
get people to
We
talk
shouldn't be
about it.
saying it. We shouldn't be
So
talking about them.
honestly, we shouldn't even, because for the rest of the show, there were moments where I was like, this is actually making me emotional. They have done an
Yeah.
excelsior job
I
at
know. There's so many
just
sweet
like, it's
moments.
so precious. It's giving precious, giving wholesome, the little smooches,
Mhm,
the
mhm.
grandmother that's like Greek or something, and
Oh, yeah.
she's the one who, like, her husband took her child and then she forgave him,
Wait, that was
which,
the craziest story.
yeah, go ahead
We
and
were
recap
texting
it for
about
us
that.
in brief real quick. Yeah, because
Okay,
that was pretty
what I
crazy.
remember from it, because I did block it out immediately because I thought it was the craziest thing I've ever heard.
Yeah.
But what I could try to bring back out from my repression here is she raised their son. She had to like leave the relationship because it was not healthy in whatever way. I don't think she gave us the specifics. Went to live with her parents, and one night was like in getting her kid ready for bed, her son, who was like 2 or 3, like little, right? And all of a sudden, her dad came in and was like, "Hey, her son's dad is here in the living room, and I want to like bring him to say hi to him." And she was like, "What the heck?" And he was like, "It's his dad, so he deserves." Which also, no, grandpa, no, grandpa, he doesn't deserve it. So kind of a crazy thing to say. So she lets grandpa take the son to the living room. Then like 5 minutes later, she comes out and is like, "Dad, where is my son?" And he's like, "I don't know." Dad takes him, gone for like 2 weeks, right? Like,
Yeah.
literally naps this kid. That's so crazy. One, I'm not talking to my dad again. Two, I'm not talking to that guy again. Like, I'm not talking to anybody again. Are you crazy? Are
One,
you
Jasmine
crazy?
said, "You know how we talk about mental health and forgiveness and all things
No.
associated." Yeah, first of all, not talking to none of y'all ever again. None of y'all ever forget again.
No, because
So
that's insane. And then she forgave him
yeah,
and like is letting him be in her life, in the son's life. I mean, I think her son's like an
and then
adult now,
and
so
then
he can
rest in
do
peace.
his own
And rest
thing.
in
But
peace. He passed away. He passed
yeah, then
away,
he died. Rest in
and
peace, I
he
guess.
passed.
Um,
And like she's talking about how he passed away and how sad that is, and okay, but like as she's
girl,
talking, she's talking about how she just feels like a princess and how
yes, she's feeling very loved,
he
very
is a
pampered.
yeah, how the Golden Bachelor is her prince and how she's never felt like this. And honest to God, you guys, there's so many moments like that where I'm
It's
like, this is
so
just
cute.
so cute, dude. This
It's
is
so
really
cute. And
sweet.
I guess, I mean, that's on radical forgiveness
Yeah.
because what a journey, you know? And I suppose, like, I mean, you have to make peace with it. But wow, what a crazy story. And I texted Chanel immediately and I was like, this is the best woman I've ever met. Like, you could tell. And I was like, but also, are you? Like, I don't know. I don't know if you
But
should have forgiven him
also,
like that.
is she teaching us something or should we teach
I know. I'm
her
like,
something
wait
by
a
being
second.
like,
I know
girl,
who needs it. Is it a boundaries line that's crossed, or is she practicing radical forgiveness? And where is the line between holding a boundary for yourself and protecting your peace and protecting your child's peace, but also supposed to be forgiving and giving second chances? And there's something there, and that's something for us all to chew on. And The Bachelor, I did not expect the Golden Bachelor to be like giving me good, hearty theological discourse, but it is.
yeah, it really is.
It
So you
is.
guys, we're going to pray about how we can radically forgive those around us. Um but not that guy's husband because he's last on my list. Um
Yeah, not that girl's. Yeah,
and we're
not
going to
that
keep
dude.
watching every single Wednesday. So we're going to talk about what's happening next week or this week, next week. So we'll talk to you guys about it then. And life is
We'll see
just
you
rocking and rolling.
guys.
And if anything, the world has a lot of stuff going on in it and it can seem really upsetting,
Mhm,
but like,
mhm, mhm.
praise God that we're not. We're really not.
We're not got a lot going on, and we're not depressing.
So we'll talk to you guys soon.
That's true. That's on facts. Have a great Friday.
Love y'all. Bye.
Bye.